Welcome back to the Five Beans podcast, sir, your go-to source for personal development and insightful conversations. Today we are exploring the power of gratitude and its transformative effect on our lives. I am Naman Varsani, your host, and I'm thrilled to have Mr. Sudhir Singh Tanwar here with us, a gratitude enthusiast and expert. Welcome, sir. Thank you for coming.
My luck to be all with you and share my thoughts.
Sir, can you please introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Sudhir Tanwar. I'm with the Department of Insurance and Banking at Everett University and teaching the students and interacting with the students, sharing the journey of life with the students is always a much welcoming experience. So never to miss any opportunity. Whenever such opportunity comes, it's most welcome to sit down with the students and talk to them and understand them and share our life journey with them.
Sir, we'll dive right into the questions. The topic is gratitude. The first question coming at you is, what role does gratitude play in your daily life and how do you practice it?
To answer this question, I'll have to take one example of a person with whom I stayed for over 90 days when I was in Africa. He was an Indian and I was staying with him for 90 days for completing an assignment in Africa. And he was from Gujarat. The gentleman was from Gujarat. And he was so religious, so deeply religious that it really changed my understanding of the word gratitude. I would observe him that every time when he would sit down either for the breakfast or for the lunch or for the dinner or even if it is out in the restaurant also, first thing he would do is to wash his hand and then he would close his eyes, pray to God for 2 minutes and then only he will touch the food. So that is the first step in our life, that we have to be grateful to God for everything He has given us. Whatever conditions He is keeping us, everything He has given, whatever test He is taking of us, we have to be grateful to Him. Without His blessings, without His guidance, we will not be able to complete this journey of life. So that is where the first gratitude, the steps towards gratitude comes. Be grateful to Him. Thank Him profusely every day, every moment. Thank Him for whatever He has given us. And then the rest of the journey follows. Rest of the life journey.
So you said the gentleman was very religious. Does practicing a particular religion and practicing gratitude are somewhere interconnected?
It's a matter of habit. It's just a question of personal habit. Absolutely a question of personal habit. In fact, before meeting that person, I was never into this habit of closing my eyes and saying a silent prayer before touching the food. But after meeting it, this was in 2023, January 23, when I was there in Africa. So after meeting that person, and now we are in 24, half the first quarter of 24, even though it is not every day I forget, but at least once in a week or twice in a week, I remember that man, and I also do that before going off to sleep, before the dinner. I at least close my eyes and do that. It has really left a very deep impact on me. Yeah. And somehow it makes you feel lighter, it makes you feel healthier, it makes you feel you are doing a good deed. That if you are showing your gratitude for whatever things are coming in your life.
That was very nice. How was your experience in Africa?
Very hot country where I was in Tanzania, very hot. And experience in Tanzania, I would say people speak very loudly. Indians speak very softly. There the people speak very loudly. And otherwise, I did travel also. And it is a developing country. It is not a developed country. It is a developing country. India is a very big partner in the progress of Tanzania, and of late, even one IIT Madras has opened a branch over there in the campus in Tanzania. So it's a very good interaction between India and Tanzania, and the country as a whole, being on the seashore, on the east coast of Africa, the weather was very pleasant, and of course the food is a problem over there, because for Indians, being a vegetarian, that becomes a slight problem. Otherwise, you'll have to cook at home and then work off.
Wow, sir. Can you share a moment when expressing gratitude made a significant impact on your relationships or well-being?
Well, yes, I can recollect. I can recollect one instance. I can recollect one instance. It was in a marriage function. It was in a marriage function. This is of India only. It was in a marriage function, and it was a marriage within the family. So the marriage went off very well, and we came back late at night. Before going off to sleep, I sent a uh, polite message to the boy's father and the boy's mother that it was a wonderful opportunity. It was a wonderful opportunity for getting a chance to be with you, and I enjoyed every second of my presence in your in your marriage function. So the impact of that small message was so nice and so tremendous that that family is now so well known to us that in every function of theirs and in every function of ours, we come without failing. We attend all these functions. It has been such a good going. The impact has been really very deep.
Perfect. Sir, how do you cultivate gratitude during challenging times or adversity?
Again, it's a matter of self-discipline. Because when the challenges and when the pressure of work and the pressure of academics becomes very, very high, there is a tendency, normal tendency, in any human being to forget about learning, to forget about being grateful to the people who have done a good deed to you. And it takes a backseat. But with self-habit and self-discipline and if and consciously remembering that at every step you have to thank the people. As simple a step like if you are going to park a car and your security guard of your building, he just comes to you running few steps to just make open the gate and so that you are comfortably inside the building. Show him your thanks, show him your gratitude, that uh, asking him your name, thank you so much, you are a nice person. And he will feel great about it. He will remember it all throughout the day, that the gratitude has been shown to him. Somebody had thanked him. Otherwise, for the people who are on the lesser side of the society, people forget to even take their name and leave aside giving them a small thank you. Even for a small person like the press wala in your society or the safai karamchari in your society, if they have done something good, send them say them a thank you or give them a good smile, and they'll feel a lot better during the day, and they will remember you far, far better than any of their neighbors in the society or in that building.
I completely agree with you. Actually, I've seen, people being very rude and not thanking the services of a waiter, of any person who is lower to them. They treat them very badly, right? Sir, another question to you was, have you experienced a shift in perspective due to practicing gratitude? And if so, how did it change your outlook on life?
Yes, absolutely. I'll give you one example of MBT itself. Uh, Pressure of work. It was pressure of work. And whenever I enter in the morning at 8:30 when I enter the college, the security guards at the gate, I always smile at them, and I pull down my window and I always smile at them and I say, "Dhanyavad, thank you." Because normally what happens, the belt is on, and taking out that admit card, that I card from the bag or from the pocket with the left hand becomes tedious. So many times I have seen the security guard, whether it is in the evening or whether it is in the morning, he sets a random. He will take his security guard, he will take his own ID card, place it before the machine, and the gate opens, and then I wave him, I thank him, and then I go off. So my tension of opening the belt and breaking out the iCard from my bag, all those hazards are avoided. He knows me, he has seen me, and he knows me. I'll thank him also. He does it from his own iCard. It is the impact gratitude has. And it is the continuing even till today. So even if I just look at him and smile that today I forgot it, many times it happens the iCard is there in my drawer only. I forgot to carry the iCard to the parking. And when you're in the parking, you don't feel like coming back again to open the door and collect the iCard. So I straight away go to the gate. I just look at it, bhul gaya. Sir, no problem. He will put his iCard, open the gate, and he will pass me through. So it happens. It really happens.
Guards at Amity are wonderful, sir.
No doubt. Students are always happy with that.
Yes, exactly. What advice would you give to someone struggling to find things to be grateful for?
Once again, repeat the question.
So the question is, what advice would you give to someone struggling to find things to be grateful for?
To find things to be grateful for. Oh, no. There is so many things. Be grateful to your parents who have given you shelter, who have given you food, who have given you schools and colleges to travel. Be grateful to your cousins. Be grateful to your siblings. Be grateful to your neighbors who have molded your personality, who have played cricket with you, who have played games with you. Be grateful to your relatives who have invited you for their functions, for the marriage functions. It always happens whenever there is a get together. Something extraordinary is something extra you come to know of it, which definitely you lose when you are locked up in the house and when you don't travel out. Be grateful to your friends who have helped you in your studies and in your courses, and as well as in your physical activities and in the sports also. So many things are there. Be grateful to all these people and all the layers, all the section of the societies. And never forget the people who are at the bottom rung of the society. Never forget the chowkidar, the sweeper, and the security guards who are a part of your daily living. Never forget that. Be very grateful to that. And never shout at them and abuse them, or which normally happens when people are in a bad mood or when people are struggling for time. It normally happens that they often do all this uncalled for activities. So this is how gratitude has to be practiced every day. Every human being, the deep desire within every human being is to be liked, is to be loved by someone. That is the deep desire. Money comes secondary. Money is secondary. All the money in the world cannot buy you the happiness if your people yourself are not talking to you. So that is how it has the life goes on the journey of life.
Sir, my personal question to you is, do you journal about your day? Do you write?
No, I don't general. I don't general in the sense that, life has been like, you get up in the morning and there is a fixed routine that either you have to go to the office or you have to, after joining the university, you have to come to the university or you have to go to the college. And then the process takes over. The mechanical process takes over. So by the time you reach home late in the evening, there is only enough stamina left to just have your dinner and be off to sleep. Thank everybody or whosoever has helped you during the day. So that planning in a routine manner was taking place when at a student life, when the competition, when the pressure to excel in the examination, to pressure to pass the competitive examination was there. But after you are into the job, after you are doing a regular job, then somehow it takes a backseat and you are absorbed in doing living a mechanical life. So the timetable becomes very different and that.
Sir, do you think students like me and many other, will journaling help in that way? Will journaling help in incorporating discipline and gratitude in daily life?
Yes, because the same thing I also did when I was a student, it really helped. So if it is true for me, it has to be true for everyone. The students life, because this is the time when you are able to sow the seed. And then you reap the fruits when you are reached the mid 40s and 50s years of age, and when you're in the mid 40s and mid 50s, then you reap the fruits of the seed which you are sowing right now in your student life. So it is always true. It has remained always true, and it will remain true so long as humanity lives on this planet.
Wonderful, sir. Can you discuss the connection between gratitude and mental health based on your personal experience?
Yes, there is a direct connection. If people show gratitude to you or towards you, or you are showing gratitude towards other people, somewhere at the bottom of your heart, you always have a feeling of feeling lighter, and you always have a feeling that yes, of gaining some mental peace, which was not there, which was absent when you were not practicing this habit of gratitude. So there is a direct correlation. You at time even for a few seconds or even for a few minutes, you have a little bit of peace of mind that you have helped somebody or you have thanked somebody. So it really helps in the mental peace and mental balance. These things are related. These are all human behavior. They are absolutely related, and they will remain true. They will remain true for all the times the human beings are living on this planet.
Wonderful. Sir, I also believe that if you're grateful to the surroundings, your mental health automatically improves. If you're grateful, if you're grateful for your parents, if you're grateful for the food you're having, it's just wonderful.
Absolutely. You can see so many instances. I've seen on the YouTube, I've seen videos and I've heard stories on podcast and in other areas also that in especially in Europe and Russian side, people are so people are so concerned with the animal life, with the plant life, that if they see an injured animal or if they see an abandoned animal or if they see a pet, they will immediately pick up the pet, abandoned animal, and they will bring it back to the home and they will start nursing it. And it has happened so many times after that animal or after that bird has been relieved, has been set in the void, it has been set free. 5 days, 6 days, or maybe 7 days time, the bird is again back at their window asking for food. That is the animals also don't forget gratitude. How can human beings forget gratitude?
Wonderful.
Animals don't forget. So it is built into the DNA of animals and human plants as well as human beings to be grateful for all the belongings we have.
How do you express gratitude towards yourself, and why is self-gratitude important?
So once again, this question.
So the question is, how do you express gratitude towards yourself, and why is self-gratitude important?
Absolutely, self-gratitude is important. Self-gratitude is important because you have to at times appreciate yourself. You have to appreciate that you are a good person. You are living a decent life, and you have got into that habit of expressing gratitude to the people, because 1% makes all the difference. If one good apple in the basket, or one good boy in the class, or one good girl in the class, definitely impacts the other crowd also in that class. So that is how it has to be. You have to appreciate yourself. You have to really thank God that whatever way He has given you, whatever capacities He has given you, intelligence He has given you, thank Him. And that is how, when you are doing it, the other people around you are also impacted, and they unknowingly they start building up this habit.
Sir, my question to you is, have you ever received an unexpected act of kindness, and how did they impact your sense of gratitude? Something that was other than that happened in America?
But if there is one instance, I was traveling in a train with one of my friends, and we were traveling to Bombay, and the person at the other end and the other seat. So he was also a youngster. So we started talking. And he was from the IT sector, we were from the insurance sector. So we had a common area to talk about. So when we got out in Bombay, the friend of mine. So this friend of mine, he had to get down at Baroda, which comes very early in the morning at 4:50 or 5 in the morning. It comes very early, 9:30. The Rajdhani reaches Bombay. 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock it reaches Baroda. So the station came, and he was hurriedly packing his belongings, and accidentally his purse was left. His purse was left, and it was left there. And I was sleeping, so I did not know that he has left his purse back. It fell off from his trousers. So I got down at Bombay. The other person who was chatting with us, he was also to get out at Bombay. I got down from the different door. He got down from the different door. And later on, when I came back from Bombay, the friend of mine, he told me that he has lost his purse in the journey. But since that person who found the purse, later on that other person who found the purse, he was so helpful, and maybe something must have impacted him so much during our conversation. We had a conversation during the great dinner in the train. That fellow, he put everything, the entire purse in the courier, and he got the address from the Aadhaar card or with the PAN card, whatever was there in the purse. He pasted that address, and that courier came and reached a friend of mine. Not even a 10 rupee note was missing from the purse. This is the amount of gratitude. And unknown travelers in trains, they help each other.
My question was, have you personally received an unexpected act of kindness?
Not that I can recollect immediately at this moment. But my only art of living is to be gratitude, is to be gracious and gratitude for everything we have. But maybe one fine morning, maybe some surprise can come on my way.
So my question is, what role does gratitude play in building and maintaining strong interpersonal relationships?
It always helps. It always helps. Nobody would like to have anybody in their group or in their surroundings who speaks in a harsh way or who speaks a foul language. Everybody, the human beings are built like this. They would always like to have a soft conversation, a conversation which is healthy and which has plenty of thanks and other things, so that the everybody in the group feels better. This is actually the question of self habit. It's a question of self habit that it has to be practiced and practiced, and it's a part of your personality. It is just a part of your personality. You are sitting in the interview and you are sitting in the interview and the chowkidar and the Indian comes and gives a glass of water, places a glass of water in front of you. Don't even give him a smile. He'll feel much better for the whole day. And exactly that is the thing which the board at the other end, the interview board at the other is waiting to catch. Then whether you have got that habit or not. So this is always helps. This always helps.
Sir, my last question to you will be, what advice will you give to your younger self?
The younger generation.
To your younger self.
My younger self. Advice to my younger self. We never sacrifice this habit of expressing gratitude. Never sacrifice this habit of expressing your gratitude for all things, for all the good things which have come into your life. Whether it is whether at whatever stage of life, whether you are in the early innings of your life, whether you are in the middle of your life, or whether you are in the evening of your life, always have that habit. Always have that habit. It always builds up your relationship. It always adds to your personality, and it always enriches you and makes your life very powerful.
Just as you mentioned, what advice would you give to us as well?
Be decent, be polite, be truthful to your parents, be truthful to yourself, and try to make this planet a much better place of living, and so that humanity is not engaged into warlike games which are happening in every part of the world. So we don't want. This is not the time for war. This is the time for peace and progress, and this is the time. So that's why my advice to the younger generation: be helpful, be helpful to the others. Share your resources. If you can share whatever share. In case you are not able to share your resources, you can share your time and you can share your little bit of advice to them, so that the world becomes a better place to live and everybody benefits. I mean, the last question came too soon.
Sir, we can definitely extend this podcast if you want.
Maybe some other bite.
Perfect, sir. Thank you for coming. It was a wonderful and informative session.
Great to having you all.